Hello, I'm Kris Oldland, I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Field Service News, and today I'm bringing you another instalment from our exclusive interview with Dan Sewell from Espresso Service. Today's instalment of this interview is going to be looking at the importance that Espresso Service place on their field service engineers and the impact of implementing a field service management system, in this instance Tesseract's field service management solution, that has had on their field service engineers and making their work life better, making their efficiencies greater and improving their productivity. Let's talk a bit more about the engineers, because I know you guys you term your engineers, if I got this right, as coffee experts. They're quite a big brand ambassador for how you guys. So tell me a little bit more about the importance of your engineers basically to Espresso Service.
Well, they drive our revenue, and I think it's often overlooked in any service business. It's actually the people that bring revenue to the company. It's not me. It's the people that are actually on the ground doing the work. And our job, in my mind, is to make their jobs as easy as possible. You know, and I see that you know, every day as I need to be removing roadblocks so they can be more efficient, do more jobs in a smarter way. So it's key, really. You know, and our business needs to be really focused on the service engineers, because that's what they do. And because we're independent, often people come to us and they ask us for advice. We're not tied to anyone. We just do service. That's it. So we get a lot of people coming to us and actually knowing about coffee. Myself, whilst I'm relatively new to Espresso Service, right, I've done nearly 20 years in the coffee business, so I know a lot about coffee, right? And as do our engineers. They all go on a course. They all learn how to do coffee, cafe art. They know how an espresso is made. Sure, they fix machines, but actually they need to understand the impact of what they're doing. Because again, in terms of what we do, if customers don't buy coffee, then they don't need their equipment fixing or repairing. Of course. So it's all, you know, everything's linked together. Yeah,
it's interesting actually, because you mentioned what you're mentioning there is your engineers having a focus on the output or an understanding of the ultimate outcome of what they're doing. And I know that something that you guys have recently kind of taken down the path of connected devices, the IoT, which is something that's taken field service world by storm across in different verticals. Tell us a little bit more about the thinking as to why you've taken that approach and how you've kind of taken those first steps.
Yeah, well, really, because we're an independent service management company, right? We think that what's key is what the customer needs or what the customer wants, and the reality here is they want their coffee machine to work. That's it. Yeah. They want their coffee machine to work, but actually, in my opinion, what would be really helpful for them, and typically it's the you know, I call it the operator. It's the person who is operating the machine. They want to know how many lattes they've sold, how many cappuccinos they've sold, when the busiest time of the day is. That's also what they want to know. And actually, the only way you can really get that information is by connecting that machine to some kind of platform, and obviously that comes through the Internet of Things. So they want to know that the machine is working, but that is a given. That's a pretty basic requirement in my mind. That's what we do. But actually, if you want to take it up a level, what they really want to know is what sells and what doesn't sell, and how much money they're making, because that's what it's about. You know, some of these customers are pretty big, and they don't even a reasonable level coffee machine is, you're probably looking at £4,000 or £5,000. That's quite a lot of money. Yeah, of course. They want to know that they're getting a return on their investment, and that comes with the machine always being working. So, we love the idea, and this is where Tesseract kind of links back for us. We love the idea that the machine one day will say to Tesseract, I need a preventative maintenance visit, and what will happen then is Tesseract will create the call. Tesseract, through our spare parts aggregator, will order the part. It will be shipped to the engineer. The engineer will receive it, the engineer will do the call, then it will be invoiced without anyone doing anything. That's our nirvana, really, because it delivers complete operational efficiencies for us. Of course. And it delivers on what the customer wants, because their machine's always working. And we all know, if anyone's had a new car, you've got to do preventative maintenance. And do that, you'll have less reactive calls, which means the machine won't break down, which means they make more money. So kind of completing this cycle of communication is really key for us. And as I said, if you can take it up a level and give them financial data as well, then they love that. And we're working on a platform at the moment where actually we can do that. So we've got an independent platform agnostic telemetry system that we're also looking to integrate into Tesseract. Okay. And that works for companies who've got lots of different equipment types.
And that was Dan Sewell there from Espresso Service. If you'd like to see more from this exclusive interview, then you can follow links below for some further interviews. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Field Service News. fieldservicenews.com/subscribe is where you want to go, and you will get access to more industry interviews, leading resources, articles from a whole range of great industry thinkers, plus webinars and exclusive invitations and discounts to field service events across the globe. But for now, thanks ever so much for watching. My name's Kris Oldland, Editor-in-Chief of Field Service News, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.